Oh, I love performing at conventions because of the energy. I mean, when we're doing any sort of improv show, it's about our relationship with the audience. And it's at these conventions, especially the comic conventions, that we can have so many nerdy type people there who are just so happy to be there to see us have fun with their comic books, with their movies, with their anime and so on. And when that happens, that energy just comes off of them and feeds us, and that makes for such a good show and such a great experience for us to be improvising in front of them. We just love it.
I love performing at conventions because of the crowd reaction. I'm really in it for the energy and just what they give back to us. And it's amazing to build these scenes and act on these suggestions we get from the crowd. For example, we just had our Improv Against Humanity show where we took suggestions from Cards Against Humanity, combined them with suggestions from the audience, and built scenes around that. And I just love the whole atmosphere.
Performing at conventions allowed me to actually do the things that I love on stage, be it using fandoms like Game of Thrones, comic books that I really enjoy, and having the crowd actually appreciate those type of suggestions and those offerings that I give them. Well, conventions really allow me to express myself as I would like to be expressed.
I always attended conventions as a cosplayer, and joining the 404s just kind of elevated my con experience. So, I got to see cons from the attendee point, and then just hanging out with friends and be able to perform on stage and everything. It's just been a really great time. I get to meet some really great people. Just having everyone else laugh and be amused by whatever antics that we're doing is pretty self-rewarding.
Why do I like performing at conventions? It's kind of hard for me to explain. I don't know. I tend to have a lot of energy, and this really, really helps me get it out of my system in a way that is legal. So that's primarily the reason that I like to perform at cons. I really like entertaining people, and so when people are laughing and cheering, it makes me happy that they're happy and they're enjoying themselves.
Ever since I was little, I've lived to make people laugh. I was always the class clown. Sometimes I would go a bit too far. Eventually I found improv, and it was probably the best creative outlet I've ever seen for really that class clown that always wants to make people laugh. I learned, best ways to express it, and when I do improv and conventions and that, all the things I love, I can make obscure references to things that, on the street no one will ever get, and everyone gets it, and it's so much more rewarding when you get to hear, like, when I make an obscure Game of Thrones reference and I hear, like, maybe 2 people in the back, I'm like, yes, there's someone who's as crazy as I am. And if I go, like, a general reference, the crowd entirely gets it. And to have that many people just all together in one spot laughing, it is one of the best rushes you can get.